They started, I think, at 5 o'clock in the morning, busing people up to the dam. So it should be okay there. If we get these overnight rains and then daytime weather great, everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. How often do you get to say that? Everybody's happy.
Twice, maybe.
All year?
28 years, yeah.
Yeah, once in the late spring and early fall, right?
No doubt.
All right, thanks a lot, Ed. As Ed was talking about the Principal Charity Classic, it is such a huge deal in Des Moines. It's our top story this afternoon.
The event in its 16th year brings out lots of fans, and this year some new faces to the green. Stephanie Moore has the story.
You couldn't ask for more beautiful weather for the annual event.
The Iowa court system is freezing hiring because its budget was not met by the legislature. The Iowa Supreme Court requested an additional $5.4 million from last year's budget. That money was denied. And now the courts, as well as the public, will be feeling the effects. 50 to 70 open positions will not be filled, and that could cause delays in the court system.
In counties where there is a vacant position, either a judgeship or someone on the court staff, in those counties the workload will remain the same, so there'll be fewer people doing the same amount of work.
The courts say the right to a speedy trial will not be infringed. If the courts get too backlogged, they plan to give priority to emergency cases, including mental health, domestic abuse, and criminal cases where the defendant demands a speedy trial. Coming up later at 5 and 6, how the hiring freeze could affect taxpayers.
A team of local brewers is finally ready to serve up a Frankenstein of beer created by putting their minds together. We told you about this last week. This beer will hit store shelves during Beer Week. That's June 17th through the 26th.
I didn't know there was such a thing as Beer Week.
It's like Christmas for beer drinkers.
Well, 3 weeks after their massive mural project was whitewashed, Metro students are back at work to recreate it. A group of Central Campus students was just days away from filling this wall with a mural last month when it was painted over by city crews after it was reported as graffiti. The students are now back at work to create a new mural, and as you can see, it's already starting to take shape.
And they work quickly.
Yes, they do.
And no rain in the forecast, so
that's good news. That
paint mural.
Yeah. Well, Frontier Days will return to Fort Dodge this weekend.
But sadly, a big part of that festival is going to be missing this year. Coming up next, how a tragedy will hang over this year's festival and how 2 of its pioneers will be honored.
And soccer fans and players couldn't have asked for a better day to play. We'll take you live to the boys' state tournament.
And